What are you gonna have today that's green? How can you incorporate one more green thing into your food life today? I'm not talking about wearing a green shirt. How could you maybe squeeze in a juice? If you can't make it yourself, there is a juice place everywhere. I don't even care where you live. Maybe you live in the country, you have to make it yourself. But in a couple of days, many of us are gonna be feasting and not on a lot of salad, even though it'll be available. The relish tray will be available. I imagine you're gonna go for the buffalo chicken dip. So good. You know, the cheese ball, the cheese and meat plate, and then obviously the epic feast. So now is the time to alkalize your body and prepare it for the onslaught of really just like too much load on your body, right? But so get your body in order right now so it can handle it, right? I'm not saying deny yourself, don't take anything away. Add a green juice. And the reason why juice is so important, if I haven't spoken about that before, is because when you take out all the fiber, even though you should have all whole fruits and vegetables too, but the purpose of the juice is that when there's nothing in the way, this juice can go immediately into your cells and get to work, cleaning them up, energizing them, neutralizing them. Neutralizing, that is science, but nourishing your cells and repairing them. Getting rid of the damage that, if that sticks around, can cause cancer. And then all the free radicals and stuff from the additional meat or just the additional load that we have on our body and our environment, right? So this can go in and alkalize your body, and the juice does that much faster if you take away all of the cell wall here in the plant. Okay, so I am having a simple celery apple juice today because I am cleaning out my fridge because I'm traveling for Thanksgiving. So I don't want nothing to rot. I do not like waste at all. It gives me a lot of anxiety if I feel like I am throwing a lot of stuff away. So I was thinking about you yesterday and what might you need to hear. And this morning, a very dear friend of mine was messengering me and telling me about an experiment that she's doing, which is super duper cool. And she sent me a video. The experiment is where they set up rice in 3 cups, and in 1 cup they and the rice and water, and then you would speak kindly to one, put a little tape on it that says kindness or nice, polite. Like, I love you, rice, and we'll do celery. I love you, celery. You look beautiful today. You're gonna nourish my body. Thank you so much for being on this earth, right? And then in the next one, they would ignore it. Fill it with water, leave it, totally ignore it. And then in the third one, they would be mean to it and be like, you're, I don't even like saying it, you're an idiot, celery. I can't believe you even exist. You're not enough for me. And doing this repeatedly over a week. And then letting the jars sit. And then going back and seeing what happened in the jars, in each individual jar, and comparing. So, as you can imagine, and I think you've probably all heard about the plant experiment too, where they do this with plants, and plants actually died when people were saying mean things to these plants or ignoring them. They were wilting away, but they were thriving when people were speaking positively about them. That's what was happening with the rice. The one that you were really mean to was molding, was turning into sludge. The ignoring one was like slowly turning into sludge. And then the one that they were kind to was fermenting and bubbling and active and beautiful to look at. What? That's rice. It's rice that's off of its grain. It's rice that's in a jar with water. So it's important that the way we speak to ourselves is careful and kind, and we should be our biggest fan and our biggest cheerleader. In the morning, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, every single one of you. Stop and say, oh, you're so beautiful. You're fucking rocking this. You've got this. Say it. And then when you start to hear that negative come into your head, combat that, override, hit override. That is not allowed in your brain. Don't say things like, oh, this is killing me. Oh my God, I'm so dying. I'm dying. It's not great. You're telling your mind that you're literally dying. And it's gonna start to rearrange itself to make some of these things come true. So if you spend your time going, I'm an idiot and I'm never gonna get this done and it's never gonna work, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I can't afford that. That kind of stuff, that fucking comes true. I'm a walking success story, but also for years, that's the kind of mantra I had in my brain. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you did not earn your seat at the table, you're a total fraud. You can't keep money, you can't manage money, you can't hang on to money. Don't worry, you'll get money, but it'll leave, someone will take it. And sure as shit, you guys, that's exactly what happened to me. I was doing a little bit of research on myself the other day, just sitting and journaling, thinking about money blocks, because I read a lot about money blocks and I don't feel like I identify with most standard money blocks, which is usually like money is evil, or, I don't think I deserve it, or I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to ask for it. These aren't problems for me, thank God. But what I did uncover is that I would think that money would be taken away from me. Because money was always taken away from me. My family would take the money from me. There was a lot of stealing that I witnessed when I was a little kid. I was using spending and shopping and going out and giving money away as a escape. So if I had it, I would give it away immediately. Just unhealthy ways of handling money. So I created this story that I told myself that I wasn't good enough to have it. That doesn't matter if I got it. I'll get it, but I'll lose it, and someone will steal it from me. And most recently, someone stole a lot of money from me. Did I ultimately create that scenario? Probably not. Did I not manage my own risk when I made some decisions because I had that shitty story? Yeah, probably. Did I dismiss some red flags in the relationship that I had with this person? Yeah. So I can look back and I can go, oh my God, I should have seen that. But my story was so strong that I didn't see it at the time. I tolerated it. I tolerated such bad behavior, such taking advantage of, such lying. I supported it. I was part of it sometimes because I wanted somebody to like me and I wanted to keep this story going because this is what my mind was telling me, that I was not going to be able to hang on to money anyway. If you have issues with money and hanging on to them, I got some tips. Please reach out to me. I would love to help. Busting through that was huge for me. And now I've come from a place of value and worth. I understand that like attracts like, and I understand the power of my words. So think about this rice experiment. Think about how what we say to other people is so important. And guys, we're pretty good at that. We always opt for kindness, right? But man, think about yourself. I'm not worried about how you're treating other people. I think it's probably wonderful, but how are you talking to yourself? And now we're going into holidays where some people are gonna come down on us, they're gonna put pressure on us, and maybe they're gonna back us into a corner and we're gonna feel judged. When you come from a place of like, just strength because you love yourself, that shit bounces right off you, man. Your force field goes up and you're like, bring it. Bring it. Because it's not true, right? What they're saying to you is not true because you know what the truth is. And the truth is because you're here on this earth, you're worthy, you're valuable. So talk to yourself like you're valuable. Don't talk to yourself like the rice that is slime or the rice that has mold. Talk to yourself like the rice that's bubbling and fermenting, creating nutritious food purely based on water and love. I think it's incredible. I just think love is incredible. And I want to love on you. So, I'm a coach. If any of this is resonating with you, if you feel like, gosh, I got this money block and I can't okay, I feel stuck. I'm not talking to myself kindly. How do I change this? Send me a message. I would love to show you around. I've got 3 spots open until the end of this year, and things are gonna change up a little bit. It's gonna be so fantastic. I love you so much. Have an epic day. Bye.